Mr. Keffer here. Thank you for joining me for this week's Teen Adult Senior Black Belt Karate class. Everyone show me your natural stance. Snap to attention. Spread your feet. Make a fist. Cover that fist. Close your eyes for a second. So that's your intention for today. Team, we are beginning the season of confidence. Everything we're going to do this week, we're going to try and do with confidence the entire week long. Everyone open your eyes. Snap your feet together. And curse spell. Relax stance, put your hands behind your back. And everyone repeat after me. To build true confidence, I must have knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, and strength in the body. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. I choose to be a black belt. Right back out to your natural stance. Team, attention. Tap on your right leg, step on your guard stance, go. Team, I want you to really focus on the intensity today. I want you to be strong. I want you to be purposeful in the techniques you're doing there. All right, today, this whole week, we are starting this whole season. It's a season of confidence. And I want to start that off right now by making sure when we get into our guarding stance, we are saying Aya with intensity and with power and with that force that if someone's there and staring us down, we want to try and intimidate them a little bit, right? And Aya is not what we're going to say when we want to intimidate someone. We're probably going to say stop or no. But if you practice saying Aya, it helps you add power to anything you want to say. So let's go back to our natural stance, team. Snap to attention, this time with intensity and power. Tap on your right leg, step back and go, Aya! Team, we're going to start out by doing a hammer fist. I'm going to mirroring here, so I will use my left side as you're using your right side. We'll start with that right side hammer fist first. What we're going to do is hands are up next to our cheeks. We're going to keep our hands up because we want to make sure we're in a good guard protective position here. If I'm sparring, I got my cover up here. If I'm in self-defense, it gives me a really good position to do a cover, to turtle down, keep my neck and body safe, right? So my hands are up. My hands might be up into this position here for the self-defense situation. But for today, we're going to start out with nice, strong fists. I want to really make sure our knees are soft, hands are up. Take your backhand and swing it around. And palm of your palm, right here, strikes to the cheek. Right, swing around and hit, right? Swing around and hit. Now what I'm doing here is I'm swinging around, I'm rotating my body, and my backhand is staying on my cheek, right? I can actually feel my hand on my cheek right now, all right? So we're gonna rotate around, we're gonna go, boom, my back is straight, my shoulders are back, right? I'm not leaning into it, I'm not tilting sideways. We wanna make sure we have good, strong posture as we're doing this. Team, we're gonna do this again. Now, thinking of self-defense tactics, this hand is probably not just gonna hang around and do nothing, right? What I like to do is I use this hand as a grabbing hand. So someone's up in front of me, they got their hands in front of their face. I just grab their hand, I pull it down, and I swing and hit, right? And now a hammer fist could be a strike to the cheek, to the temple, to the jaw, to the nose, really anything on that side of the face. Or if I've grabbed their arms, it could actually be a strike to the elbow. We're turning into an arm bar, depending on what positions you have with them, right? So that other hand, it has some options as well. So what you do is your hands are up, and I want you to think of this as you're rotating your body. This hand is not just staying there. Get it actively engaged. Grab an arm, grab something. We're gonna grab their wrist, and we're gonna pull that away, and we're gonna strike to their face. All right, team, ready? Let's try it again, right? Ready? And hammer fist, go. 1. All right, I want you to say asa with me. Go, asa, right? And go. Asa, and go, asa, go, asa, go, asa, and go, asa. Notice that hammer fist is a lot like a forearm strike, right? That's our forearm block, right? Our hammer fist is pretty much the same thing, it's just that how we're using it makes a difference. Let's try the other hand. We did the back hand, let's do the front hand this time. Okay. Hands are up, right? Same principle. My front hand now is coming around. I'm gonna spring it around, palm up to the ceiling, strike to the side of the cheek. Other hand stays up. And I like to think of grabbing and pulling them in, pulling the obstruction out of the way. Their hands are up just like mine, right? So I'm pulling it down and I'm hitting. Or they've thrown a punch at me and I've knocked it out of the way and I'm grabbing in and I'm hitting. I'm pulling them in as I strike. All right, team, hands are up. Right, front hand hammer fist. Ready? And we're gonna say asa with that confidence that I know you have. Ready? And go. Go. Asa. Ready? Go. Asa. And 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 think about this backhand, it's doing something here. Even if it's just in the air and you're not grabbing a hold of it, make sure it's strong, right? If this arm is, because they might be swinging at you, and if you're not controlling their arm, it's something they can attack you with. We need to make sure we're covering ourselves and protecting ourselves with it. All right, team, let's go. Backhand hammer fist, front hand hammer fist. Hands are up, right? So backhand first, right? We're gonna go, and then the other side. Awesome. Rotate your body. Get good rotation there so we can amplify that power. Right, team, hands are up. All right, and go, and then awesome. And come back. Right, team, and go, and then awesome. And back. And then go, and then awesome. And back, right? And awesome. And go, awesome. And go, awesome. All right, team, relax, freeze for a second. Stay in your guard stance. Check your posture. Have you started to slump forward a little bit? Are your knees locked straight? Soften those knees up a little bit. Okay. Keep your back straight. Keep your shoulders back. Keep your hands up. Team, we're going to do a back heel palm, right? Back hand's coming up. We're going to drive that heel palm in. And again, this hand could be up here as a guard, protecting yourself. Make sure it's strong. Could be stirring an obstruction, grabbing and pulling in. Okay, but we want to make sure we're using both parts of our body. Rotate in. Hips to the center as you strike. Right? Start with the hips to the side. Ready? And go. Go. Awesome. Ready? And go. Awesome. And go. Awesome. And go. Awesome. Check your posture as you're doing this. You want to make sure you're striking with power in your entire body. It starts with your voice. It's really hard to throw a weak and wimpy technique if you are screaming super awesome, or for that matter, anything with intensity. It's hard for half your body to be intense and the other half to be weak. So start with your voice. Your voice can be intense, the rest of your body will follow along. Hands are up. Ready? And heel palm, right? And go. Go. Awesome. And go. Awesome. Let's do our backhand. We're going to do our front hand heel palm. Coming all the way and coming back. Team, we're doing a heel palm. We're striking with the meaty part of our hand here. Striking from the wrist, right? Not with the fingertips. You don't want to strike with the fingertips. Your arm's going to, your hand, palm, your wrist is going to hyperextend. It's not going to feel good. You want to strike with the meaty part of the palm, driving in. Try and keep your fingers together. Less chance of injury, catching your finger or something if your fingers are together. Hands are up, team. Front hand, heel palm. Ready? And go. Ready? And go. Awesome. And drive it straight in. Don't let your heel palm hook out to the side. Don't do this as a hook punch. We want this as fast as we can. Right from your cheek, right out and right back. We're just going to rotate our body, amplify the power. Ready? And go. Awesome. Go. Awesome. Go. Awesome. And go. Awesome. All right, team. Backhand heel palm, front hand heel palm. Hands are up. Ready? And go. Ready? Go. Awesome. And go. Soup. Awesome. Go. Soup. Awesome. Go. Soup. Awesome. And go. Soup. Awesome. All right, team, let's combine all this together. Do the hammer fist and the heel palms. We've got 4 techniques we're going to be doing. Backhand heel palm, front hand heel palm. Get that rotation there. Backhand, palm, heel palm, sorry. Backhand hammer fist, front hand hammer fist. Backhand heel palm, front hand heel palm. Make sure you're keeping the elbows in. Don't let the elbows flare out as you're doing the technique. Hands are up. Ready? And go. We're going to go hammer fist, heel palm, heel palm. We're going to say soup, 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 awesome on this one. I want you to go with intensity. Now, if you're doing this and people in the house are sleeping, please be mindful of them, right? But even if you're not screaming, you can be intense, right? You can breathe heavily. You can exhale. And that's what we're trying to do here, right? Go, like I can exhale out of there without having to scream every time. Hands are up, but screaming forces that exhale, forces you to be intense and have that confidence to really drive into your opponent. Hands are up. All right, team. Ready? And go. It's going to be soup, 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 awesome. And go. Soup, 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 awesome. And go. Soup, 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 awesome. And go. Soup, 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 awesome. And last one, team. And go. Soup, 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 awesome. Quick, back to your natural stance. Snap to attention. Bow. Relax stance. Natural stance. All right, team, for those of you who've trained with us a little bit, you probably recognize those 4 moves as the opening set of striking set. We'll go into a little more of that later on as we get through the cycle. All right, back to your natural stance. Team, let's gather in. We're starting this week. We're in the season of confidence. Today, we talked about making sure we have proper posture. We have good eye contact. We're bringing our hands back to our face. All are ways to show confidence as a martial artist. The truth is, some of the best self-defense you can learn is looking confident and being aware of your surroundings. When you're walking down the street or down the hallway at school, your head is up and you're making eye contact with the people you pass. One of the worst things we do for self-protection is have our head in our phone as we're walking. Right? That's your challenge this week. Wherever you are, you're going to do a quick check. Is my head up? Are my shoulders back? Am I paying attention to what's going on around me? All right, team, remember, develop that confidence in you. All right, let's get back to our natural stance. Our self-defense is a roundhouse punch. All right, team, for this one, someone is coming out there and they're throwing that roundhouse punch. They're going to throw we're going to do a right-hand roundhouse punch, so I'll be mirroring this. So as they're coming in, they're swinging that punch around, and usually, roundhouse punches are usually telegraphed, right? The arm comes up here. If you're aware of your surroundings, you know what's going on, your eyes are up, all right? You're probably gonna see it coming. So we always have two choices for us. One of us is controlling our distance. We can step forward, we can step backwards for this, right? If we know the punch is coming in and I step way out of the range and it swoops past me, that's perfectly okay. The other one is we can charge in, we can advance on them and catch that punch before it generates any power. That's what we're gonna do today. So this time that roundhouse punch is coming in, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna step in and we're gonna put our arm up to guard a block against it, like an outward forward block. Okay? And we're gonna try and jam up right around the forearm here. We're gonna try and jam up on the forearm, stop that punch, right? So let's just do that, team. Now, if you know you're in a hostile situation where you're surrounding someone's getting aggressive with you, you probably turn your body a little to the side, put your hands up a little bit, try and get that bladed position, create the fence, protect yourself. That punch comes in, boom, I just close the gap. Notice front leg moves, then back leg moves, right? Front leg, back leg, right? Front leg, back leg, hand goes up. I'm protecting myself. It has to be on the outside. This has to be solid. If this arm's up here and it's just willy-nilly like this, they're gonna slam that down. They're gonna go right through you. We have to make sure that block is solid enough to stop them. Right? We're catching it before it generates power though. They're coming in and throwing that punch. Boom, we wanna catch it back here, not way up here, right? We wanna catch it back here when it's still behind their shoulder. All right, team, hands are up. All right, this is our roundhouse punch. They're punching in, we're stepping in, boom. We're putting our arm up to protect ourselves. At the same time we're putting this arm up here, I want you to think about driving this hand in. So we're actually gonna do three things here at the same time. We're closing the gap, we're creating the wedge to protect ourselves, and we're striking at the same time. Right? We're going on the offensive with this one. All right, so again, let's get to our bladed posture. Hands are up, we're trying to calm the situation down, trying to talk it down. They get crazy, they attack us, right? We're lunging in, we're shifting in, boom, hit and strike. Block on the outside, make sure this is strong. Make sure the heel palm catches them in the chin. You want to drive that hand in. By the way, you can punch, you can choke to the throat. Any of those things are gonna be okay. I'm a big fan of heel palms because I love to hit the center of the face and be able to control the angle which the head goes for a secondary strike. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Hands are up. All right, again, let's just do the first part of this. We're gonna shuffle in with our front leg first, then our back leg. So it's right leg, left leg. Right hand block, left hand heel palm. Ready? And go, shuffle in, boom, we hit. From here, grab that arm. Don't just leave it hanging out there, grab that arm. Hook behind their head. And when you grab that arm and hook behind the head, you can push a little bit. You can control their height in that one, right? Pulling and pushing makes it harder for them to move. If your hand's just up here like this, they're gonna be moving all over the place. You wanna grab, control, pull as you strike in, hook behind their head. Our hand hooks around, shepherd hook, hooking behind their neck. So let's do that, team, right? Let's go, we're gonna go. Step one, we're blocking a heel palm. Step two is grabbing and hooking. All right, team, hands are up, we're in our bladed position. And one, shuffle in, heel palm block. Make sure you're nice and strong. As I shift my hips to the front, I'm here, hips to the side. As I strike, my heel palm comes in and rotate the hips to the front, get that body rotation for more power. From here, grab and hook, right? I'm pulling that arm as I pull them down. I want their arm pulled down around their head like this. I want them to be a little uncomfortable with this one. Okay? Now I'm gonna knee them. Boom. Right. Team, I see this a lot of time. People grab and they pull down and they knee. All right. The odds are, you might have hit somebody really hard with that heel palm, and they're stunned and they might be falling forward already, in which case you probably don't need the knee. But if they're still standing up and they're pretty strong, and you grab their head and you try and pull them down, odds are this isn't going to pull them forward. What will pull them forward, though, is that knee to the groin. When you strike to the groin, they're going to do this. That flinch is not natural. That flinch is what's going to allow us to pull them down so we can strike them more. So let's go back to the beginning. Team, we're in our blade position. This is our roundhouse punch. Shuffle in, heel palm and block at the same time, rotating your body to the center. Grab and hook, right? Knee, right? And pull them down, right? And then throw some more knees wherever it's going to be convenient, right? Right? And then stop, stay back. You get those main knees as you need, right? But that first knee, that's going to be the one that's going to get them to flinch. That's going to be one of those them down. That's the one that's going to open up the target areas for you. That first one is probably going to go to the groin or to the leg. After that, once their head goes down, you have so many more targets to strike with your knee, right? But the first one is probably going to go to the thigh or to the groin. Doesn't matter. We're trying to get that flinch response. We want them to lower their body down. Opens up more targets for us. All right, team, ready? Let's do this again. Our technique is a roundhouse punch. Start in our bladed position. Hands are up. All right, so I don't want my hands way up here. They need to be like shoulder level high. One hand slightly out in front, the other one's a little bit farther back. That punch is coming in. Close the gap, boom, strike. Strong forearm, strong heel palm. Grab, hook behind their head. My hand catches the side of their neck, push them aside, hooks behind their head. Then I'm gonna drive my knee in there, boom. Pull down, drive a few more knees if you need them. Right, if you want to, add a hammer fist on the way out. Stop, stay back as we cover out. And team, notice when I say stop, stay back, I'm moving the entire time. It's not hook, knee, stop, stay back. I'm not staying right there. I need to get away from the bad guy, right? So as I'm doing this technique, I'll do it from the side. All right. We step back, we're gonna step in, we're gonna heel palm and block, we're gonna hook, we're gonna knee to drive those knees in a few more time. Cut here, stumbling, I'm getting away from them. Hey, stop, stay back. I'm moving away from them. I want to get that distance. I don't want them to feel comfortable they can come and charge at me again. Team, that is our self-defense for this week. Roundhouse punch. Team, we're going to do 100 count. 100 count is our kata for our advanced degrees, our first degree black belts and higher. And like the name suggests, it has 100 moves in it. 100 count. So the first 8 moves of 100 count. I'll start facing the side right here. All right. From here, they're throwing that. We're going to defend against right hook punch. We're stepping in. We're doing a right inward block. Right chop to the neck. All right. Those are the first 2 moves of 100 count. Let's do it again. Starting out from the front. All right. 100 count. Right inward block. Right chop. Left heel palm, right to the face. Your right hand comes right back to your chamber on that one. All right. Again, 100 count. First 8 moves. Right in or block. Right chop. Left heel palm. Right uppercut into the stomach. Moves 1 through 4. Back to the beginning. 100 count. 1. Right inward block. 2, right chop. 3, right heel palm. 4, right uppercut. Sorry, left heel palm. And 5, right hammer fist to the cheek. Back to the beginning. 100 count. 1, right inward block. 2, right chop. 3, left heel palm. 4, right uppercut. 5, right hammer fist. 6, right chop. And it's back to the beginning. 100 count. 1, right inward block. 2, right chop. 3, left heel palm. 4, uppercut. 5, hammer fist to the cheek. 6, chop to the neck. 7, left heel palm. Let's go back to the beginning. 1 more move for the first 8 count. Back to our natural stance. Ready? 1, right inward block. 2, right chop. 3, left heel palm. 4, right uppercut. 5, right hammer fist to the cheek. 6, Right chop to neck. 7. Left heel palm. Notice this time I brought my hand up to my right hand up to my cheek, because on 8, I'm going to unwind and do a right chop to the neck. All right. So do the first 8 moves. Right here. 100 count. Moves 1 through 8. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reset. I'll do that facing straight from the front. So you can see I'm not mirroring this time, so keep in mind I'm stepping forward with my right leg as I strike with the right side. Ready? And 100 count. Front view. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll reset. Thank you for joining me for today's class. Remember, if you're doing this for on-demand class credit, to take a video of yourself doing the self-defense for this week. This is our roundhouse punch. And submit that to your online coach. Everyone show me your natural stance. Snap to attention. Relax stance, put your hands behind your back. Close your eyes for a second. Thank yourself for attending training today. Remember, it's always easier to not train, but when you can make that commitment to train, to do your best, to get better, you're always going to go stronger, better, and even more confident. Everyone open your eyes. Snap to attention. Face front, bow. All right, team. Have a great week. Baby, see you.